Hello, welcome to the UPSC Freaks channel. Today, solar eclipse took place over some parts of Earth. So today we are going to discuss about the science behind the eclipse. And at the end of the video, you will be able to answer many questions regarding eclipse. So if you have not subscribed this channel, please do it right now. First, we will see what is the definition of eclipse. An eclipse is a phenomena that takes place when one heavenly body, such as moon or a planet, moves into a shadow of another heavenly body. It can be understood better by seeing this diagram. Here, moon has moved into the shadow of the earth, and this, as we know, moon has no light of its own. The moon goes dark. So, with understanding of eclipse, now we will be seeing what is game of shadows. As we know, the sun shadows are fuzzy rather than sharp. As a consequence of this, the shadow cast by the earth and the moon have two parts, or we can say all the celestial or heavenly bodies have two parts. What we are talking about is the shadow. As the sun light come over the earth cast its shadow, and this shadow can be divided into two parts. The first part is called umbra, or the darkest part. If a celestial or if any of the heavenly body comes into the umbra, then it will be completely shadowed, or no such object will be visible in this area. So if a moon comes into umbra region, it is invisible or it will go dark. And if an object falls into penumbra, then it will be lightly visible, or we can say the light will be red light, and this phenomena will give us red moon, which we will be discussing at the later stage of this chapter. So after completing games of shadow, let's move on to lunar eclipse. The moon moves in an orbit around the earth, and at the same time earth also orbits around the sun. So sometimes earth moves in between the sun and the moon, and when this happens, earth blocks the light which goes to moon, and since we know that moon has no light of its own, it goes into dark. So that's what is written here, that instead of light hitting the moon's surface, earth's shadow falls on it, and this is an eclipse of the moon, that is lunar eclipse. Two important conditions are required for a lunar eclipse. First, the lunar eclipse can occur only when the moon is full, and the lunar eclipse can be seen from the earth at the night time only and not during the daytime. So I have put one picture here to understand that moon size vary throughout the 15 days period. It is full, then it start decreasing, and then ultimately it goes dark, which is known as the new moon, and ultimately and then finally it will go back to its normal size. So there are two types of lunar eclipse. The one is called total lunar eclipse and the other is called partial lunar eclipse. During total lunar eclipse, earth umbra completely covers the moon. As we have seen earlier, that when any object or any celestial object falls into umbra, it is completely covered. Even though earth blocks sunlight from the earth directly reaching the surface of the moon, during the total lunar eclipse, the moon is still visible to the naked eyes. This is because the earth's atmosphere bends sunlight and indirectly lights up the moon's surface. So the moon is not completely invisible. It will be visible but lightly. As we can see here, when the moon is in the umbra part, it will be completely darkened by the shadow of the earth. When the sun, earth and the moon comes together in a straight line, the total lunar eclipse takes place. When the three bodies are aligned in a way that moon is partly covered by the earth's umbra, a partial lunar eclipse is the result. If the if moon falls into the penumbra part, then it is said that it is going into partial lunar eclipse. But when the moon falls into the umbra part, it is said to be in total lunar eclipse. After having completed lunar eclipse, let's talk about solar eclipse. When moon comes in between the sun and the earth, it blocks the light of the sun and itself casts a shadow on the earth. This phenomenon is called the eclipse of the sun or solar eclipse. As I have already said, the moon cast a shadow onto the earth. There are three types of solar eclipse: partial solar eclipse, total solar eclipse, or annular solar eclipse. A person standing in the penumbra region, if a person is standing in penumbra region, he will be seeing a partial solar eclipse. But if the same person is standing in the umbra region, or if another person is standing in the umbra region, then he will be seeing a total solar eclipse. Then you might be thinking, what happened today? Today happened annular solar eclipse. In annular solar eclipse, the moon is at the farthest position from the earth. And since moon is farther from the earth, or it is very far from the earth, it seems to be smaller, and it couldn't completely block the entire view of the sun, and this result into formation of a ring like structure, as we might have seen, as you all might have seen today. And the moon in front of the sun looks like a dark disk on the top of a larger sun colored disk. We can see from here that moon revolves around the earth in an elliptical order, and when moon is at the farthest position, it is called at apogee. And today what happened was, sun was here and sun casted its light, but it couldn't complete, and this light was completely blocked by the moon. But since moon was at its farthest position, it couldn't completely block its light, and since because of that, we saw a ring like structure around the moon. So that's all for this class. Thank you for watching this class. Please like and subscribe this page. Thank you.